Hey, legends, it's your man Derek here. The monkey with a mic, the barista of bad opinions, and the only bloke left who still rewinds cassettes by pencil. Today on Derek Doesn't Mind, we're talking about bands that reunited even though absolutely nobody asked them to. You know the ones, those nostalgic comebacks that make you wish time travel came with a restraining order. We're looking at 4 prime offenders: East 17, the Cars, the Doors, and the Smiths. One of those reunions involved an actual ghost. And weirdly, that's the most successful one. East 17, the tracksuit tragedy. The boy band that looked like a group of bricklayers who accidentally wandered into a music video. They had that one hit, Stay Another Day, which, let's be honest, sounded like a breakup anthem for people who cry while listening to Coldplay. So, a few years back, they reunited. And when I say reunited, I mean 3 blokes in their 40s doing choreography that looked like physio exercises. They came back saying, "We're here for the fans. Man, your fans have kids doing grade 9 now. The only thing they're lining up for is a parent-teacher interview. Let's call them just to ask why."
Hello, this is Tony speaking. Who's this then?
Tony, it's Derek from Sick Records and the Derek Doesn't Mind podcast. You may not have heard of me. That's fine. I've never listened to House of Love sober, so we're even. I mean this with all due respect. Why did you lot bother getting back together? I had a look at your last gig on YouTube. Half the crowd were folding chairs, and one of them was snoring.
Yeah, well, we do it because we love the music, you know?
Can you at least do it for charity or a public apology tour? Like, sorry for that Christmas single, here's a free sausage roll. Although, tell the truth, did someone just realize Spotify pays enough to cover lunch now?
Cheers, Derek. You're a right one. What's wanker?
And that was Tony from East 17. Proof that nostalgia is a powerful drug, and the side effects include poor decisions and frosted tips. Now, the Cars, remember them? Smooth, stylish, all synths and sunglasses. Like if Talking Heads had a corporate job, and then decades later, someone thought, hey, let's start that again. The result, a reunion that felt less like a comeback and more like a staff meeting where everyone secretly wants to go home. Let's see if Rick answers.
This is Rick's phone. Leave a message so I can ignore it. I'm either in the studio or just too damn busy. If you're calling to complain about our reunion album, please do not bother leaving a message, asshole.
There you have it. The Cars gave us Drive, but this reunion was more like cruise control. No danger, no excitement, just polite beige rock for people who still own fax machines. They dropped a new album and half the fans went, "Oh, that's nice," and then immediately forgot it existed. Now, here's where I change my tune. The Doors. Yeah, I actually rate this one. They reunited without Jim Morrison, and you'd think that would be a disaster, like having a barbecue without the fire. But somehow, it worked. Why? Because they didn't pretend. They didn't hologram him. They didn't drag some TikTok influencer on stage. They just kept the spirit of the madness alive. If anything, it made them more interesting. Morrison's dead, but his ghost's probably still wandering around somewhere going, "Play Riders on the Storm," or "I'm flipping a table." When they played again with Ian Astbury from The Cult singing, it wasn't about chasing charts. It was about keeping the weird alive, and I respect that because the Doors never tried to be normal, and they just wanted to make music that sounded like an acid trip inside a philosophy textbook. So the Doors reunion, approved. And finally, The Smiths, the band that made sadness fashionable and vegetarianism pretentious. People have been whispering about a Smiths reunion for years, like it's some mythical prophecy that'll bring balance to the universe, but the truth is, no one really wants it anymore. We've got enough moaning in the world without Morrissey adding to it. Meanwhile, Johnny Marr's out there being a legend, playing actual music, and Morrissey's still arguing with soy milk. If they ever do get back together, it won't be a reunion. It'll be a hostage situation. The Smiths are proof that sometimes breaking up was the best creative decision you ever made. They should have released a greatest hits album called We're Fine Apart. Now, just an honorable mention to one band in particular. All right, let's just get this out of the way. Coldplay are the worst band on earth. Every song sounds like it was written by a bloke who just discovered feelings in GarageBand on the same day. Yellow? Mate, that song's so dull it could be used to sedate rhinos. It's like the audio version of lukewarm porridge. Chris Martin prances around like a substitute teacher who's just found glitter. The man radiates the energy of a soy candle that apologizes when you blow it out. Every track is the same. Soft piano, vague sadness, and a chorus designed to make middle-aged accountants cry into their oat milk. They're not a band. They're an emotional support PowerPoint. So here's my heartfelt message to Coldplay. Break up today, right now. Do it for the fans. Do it for art. Do it for me. And whatever you do, don't get back together in 10 years for some nostalgia tour called Coldplay Still Lukewarm. Please, let it end.
Hello, this is Chris.
Chris, please stop. Just stop. Every song you write sounds like it was co-produced by a damp sock and a TED Talk. Your voice hits that falsetto and I swear my plants start wilting. You're not healing the world. You're tranquilizing it. Take that fucking piano, bury it in the garden, and call it a day.
Pardon me? What did you just say? Jesus Christ.
Well, that's it for today. This has been Derek Doesn't Mind, but obviously sometimes I actually do mind. Catch you next week. I'll be interviewing a bloke who swears Nickelback are underrated. Pray for me.